In daylight, the great forest invites all with lush scenery and friendly animals. But when darkness falls, that is when thrive the creatures of the night. And with no sun to stop them, they've never been more active. They've never been hungrier. As they entered the forest, Meze spoke more of the person whom they sought, the Merchant of the Woods.
A traveling Taltosh once told me he has the best weapons in the land, and the most knowledge.
A Taltosh?
You really don't leave your home much, do you? Taltosh are slaves to the old faith. The only thing crazier than their outlandish attire is their belief they have magical powers.
Meze, we have come a very long way and the path ahead of us is extremely dangerous. Are you sure about this?
It's the best lead we have.
That's good enough for me. Let's go.
You hear those bugs all around us? I'll bet they're almost as big as we are.
Let's hope you're wrong.
You're going to find I have a nasty habit of being right about things.
At night it is said this forest is a connection with the underworld. I wasn't sure I believed that until now.
If he's as wise as you say, I'm sure your Merchant of the Woods can give us a full explanation. What? Not fair!
Good job, everyone. I think I'll hold on to this beetle leg, in case we're desperate for food.
You can't take that. It belongs to someone else.
And you really think that they're coming back for it anytime soon?
Look, I'll make you a deal, Meze. I'll believe in your merchant if you allow us the opportunity to pay for his goods.
Fair enough. But that doesn't mean I have to like it.
You can turn me into the king once this is all over with.
Yes, that is my plan.
Nothing gets by this kid, does it? So tell me, Meze, is it true that you're the last knight of King Bukar's once mighty army?
It is.
Sounds a bit far-fetched to me. In fact, I have my doubts about you even being part of his army to begin with.
Yoshka!
You were a long way from your own kingdom when you found us, Meze. That's all I'm saying.
I serve my king loyally. That's all I'm saying.
I like you, Meze. I don't believe you, but I like you.
Well, I like you too, Yoshka.
We'll see how long that lasts.
It seems the forest's eternal night was starting to turn this person mad.
Indeed. It appears he has truly abandoned all of his belongings. I'm less inclined to turn into the king now.
Thank you.
This path has teeth.
Wait, what? It speaks. Can you be more specific?
I think it means if we feed it something, we can pass.
How perceptive.
Do you think it likes dead, human-sized insects? There are plenty of those around.
True, though it looks hungrier for young knights to me.
What?
We'll be back soon. I think it liked that.
Beetle legs. You never can eat just one.
And yet it craves more.
Again?
Doesn't get any less disgusting the second time, does it?
Can we go back to the killer frogmen again?
The flora here is truly unique. Must be quite gorgeous in the daylight.
I'd call it gorgeous now. If some of it weren't trying to eat us.
I didn't know vegetation could be so painful. We have to feed it the right thing.
Well, that cave sure looks inviting.
It's not. Ready your weapons.
Well, I didn't actually mean that...
You heard the man, Yoshka.
We shall triumph! May your soul find rest in the afterlife.
not getting any smaller, are they?
Meze, you should wedge your neck between its pincers while we flank it from each side.
There are viable tactics that do not involve my probable demise.
Let's just kill this thing. Easy. Is everyone all right?
So long as that huge throbbing thorax you're holding allows us to head farther north, I'm fine.
The tactics were sound.
Still like my head in the pincers idea.
Here's some tasty arachnid for you.
Don't mind if I do. Meze, after you.
These roots block our path.
Ha! Allow me to show you how to unblock our path, Knight.
Yoshka hacked at the roots with force, but found them impenetrable. The only damage he dealt was to his own blade. A new voice called from the dark.
If you value your weapon, you will cease to chop at my body immediately.
What?
You will only harm your swords, not me. Who leads this band? What brings you to Ulfa the Eternal?
We, have no true leader, but we share a common goal.
To find the sun.
If we were speaking to a normal person, I'd be embarrassed right now. But we're talking to a tree.
Sunshine enlivens this entire forest. I have thrived in its light for millennia. I care for none of you, but my own best interest requires your assistance.
Wonderful. So just lift up those roots. We'll be on our way to saving you.
It is not that simple.
I should have known.
What would you have us do?
If one thing keeps me eternal more than sunlight, it is water. You must create a new water flow outside the path you seek, or else I will die before you can even hope to accomplish your mission.
I understand, but how can we accomplish this?
Water once flowed to my other side, but it simply ceased one day. I know not why. Perhaps you can reinstate this stream.
We'll make that happen.
There are a few routes I have been able to move to assist you in the meantime. Now, be fulfilled your task. I have no more to say to you.
So if I understood that chattering chestnut, our task is to create a river? Damn.
I think you're right. The water flow likely dry due to a natural dam.
That's not what I...
I wonder, could that be the merchant's house? Hello? Merchant, are you over there?
Why don't you take the invisible bridge across for a closer look, Meze?
There's no bridge. That would not be wise.
No, it would not. Which begs the question, how do we get there? Well, what an interesting post.
Are those grooves in her forehead?
Is that the world tree?
I'm marginally impressed you've heard of that. But no, it's just a tree. With buttons of nature all over it.
Except for there, all the way to the left. I wonder what happens when the missing button is added.
I'm sure it's somewhere in these woods. We'll find it.
Another cave.
Attacked by spiders while protecting everything you own. What a terrible way to die.
Our weapons fund begs to disagree with you.
Hopefully the merchant gives us something good to spend it on.
How do you suppose we cross this?
Right now, we don't.
Let's remember this for later, though. I sense something of use over there.
Just as I suspected. A dam.
Well, it's just a few rocks. We can do this.
Yes, we'll just use our bag of explosives.
What explosives?
Exactly. Without a huge explosion, those rocks aren't going anywhere. That cave reeks like nothing I've smelled before.
Yeah, I want to see what's in there too. Is that a giant?
No. It's far too small to be a giant.
I've heard forest giants are among the smallest. And we are in a forest.
If we're quiet about this, maybe we can pilfer his treasure as he sleeps.
Or we can attack him now, catch him off guard.
Let's leave that up to the daydreamer here.
He's waking.
Next time, let's make sure there's no big smelly monster sleeping right next to us before we decide to smash something loudly.
Good job, everyone.
Let's not fight one of those again, please.
We can make camp here if you like.
We can always use a shovel, can't we?
Well, go ahead and equip it then.
Interesting. Equipping this, I feel something. Or like it's trying to tell me where to dig.
Then try digging with it. Maybe something will turn up.
Nothing there. But it's telling me how far I am from something.
Something? What kind of something?
Well, it's a shovel, Yoshka. How much communication can you ask for, really? I think we know where this goes. The more we're here, the more I'm inclined to believe what you said earlier, Meze. The forest is linked to the underworld somehow.
Make no mistake, it's something I'd very much like to be wrong about.
In my experience, that's when we're all the most correct.
It's as though darkness itself permeates this forest from below, as an evil influence affecting everything.
On the other hand, even the most normal-looking spider is something I'll rush to kill any day.
Perhaps. But you probably don't need a sword for it. Down we go.
Anything interesting?
Other than this strange wooden crown? I believe a bomb recipe qualifies as interesting.
Indeed. Still worthless without the ingredients and something to mix it in, though.
We'll work on that. It's a letter from King Attila to Taltosh Masters. It seems his wife took ill.
And she never got better. What did I say about the Taltosh? Charlatans, all of them. Failures. It's why they no longer exist.
Some do.
So long as they don't involve themselves in my life, they can waste their lives away however they like.
You're on a mission to find the sun.
I see your point.
Let's find something we can use to concoct this potion.
What do you think that wooden crown does?
It's quite hefty, and its edges are very precise.
Sounds like a secret key to me.
Wow.
I don't believe it.
Just don't lose your balance as we cross.
Looks heavy.
It is. Let's get it to a campfire. We've got some concocting to do. This sounds delicious. Time to put this cauldron to work.
That's it.
Are you sure it's safe?
Of course it's not safe. In other words, it's just what we need.
Do you remember the way to the rocks?
It's marked on the map in case we get lost.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this. I might need to cover my ears next time.
Let's hope there is no next time.
The water flows quite nicely now.
We have a tree to talk to.
Enjoying your new water supply?
Yes. But again,
Wait. Let me guess. It is not that simple.
correct.
What now?
Something holds my roots in place underground. I cannot move them. I require your assistance.
Where do we go?
Go east. You will see for yourself.
East it is.
When they reached the shore, a remarkable, yet all too familiar sight swished and swirled before them.
A hole in the lake?
Is your friend here, Yoshka?
Back for more, I see.
Yet another familiar sight presented itself. This time recognizable to only one in the party.
This is the man who stole the amulet and knocked you out just before we met.
Light on details, but not inaccurate. The name is Sebastian. Perhaps you care to enlighten them further, Yorshka.
Of course. But you look like you have more pressing matters to discuss.
No less pressing than during our first encounter. But my personal quest could use the assistance of your companions if they're willing to hear my story.
This is all very strange, but I'm curious.
You were the symbol of the 7 tribes. Your story greatly interests me.
Fair warning, it starts with a Taltosh.
It does. A very wise Taltosh named Gunsel, who once served Attila himself. I met the Taltosh years ago during his legendary travels across Operencia. During my time with him, Gunsel had a vision of destiny. My destiny. He told me my purpose, to secure the sword of Attila and deliver it to the one who brings light into the darkness. In great battle, this chosen one will lead us. With the Sun King's disappearance, I fear this battle is nigh.
The Sun King?
Nopkirai is his real name, said to be the personification of the sun itself.
And fairy tales of the old faith.
True. By day, he mounts his mighty silver-haired steed to leap across Operencia, offering light from dawn till dusk. At night he rests, sometimes taking human form to visit this middle world himself. The Sun King is very real, and because you brought it up, young knight, tales of fairies are very real too.
So you're saying this prophecy has led you here, many years later?
Which just so happens to be the same place we're headed to free a talking tree. Convenient.
Sounds like the will of the gods to me. I have reason to believe this is the tomb of Attila. And within it I hope to find his sword. Will you join me then?
No, you will join us.
Ha ha ha! Very well then. Do lead on.